Hi everyone. Today, we're revisiting Seinfeld, the legendary show about nothing that became one of TV's most influential sitcoms. With its sharp wit and unforgettable characters, Seinfeld shaped pop culture for generations. But behind the laughs, some beloved cast members have sadly passed away under tragic circumstances. In this video, we'll look at how the cast has changed over time, and pay tribute to those we've lost. Like, subscribe, and share your favorite Seinfeld moment below. Let's begin. Jerry Stiller portrayed Frank Costanza on Seinfeld, joining the show in 1993 at the age of 66. As George's loud, hot-headed father, he stole scenes with his explosive rants, oddball behavior, and unforgettable lines like, "Serenity now," and, "You want a piece of me?" Stiller's comedic timing and bold delivery made Frank one of the most iconic and beloved recurring characters in sitcom history. Already known for his work in comedy with Wife and Mira, he gained a new generation of fans through Seinfeld and later on The King of Queens. Jerry Stiller passed away in 2020 at the age of 92 from natural causes, remembered as a comedy legend with a one-of-a-kind presence. Estelle Harris portrayed Estelle Costanza, George's overbearing and high-pitched mother on Seinfeld, starting in 1992 at the age of 64. Her hilarious chemistry with Jerry Stiller and her constant yelling created one of the most iconic TV parent duos. With perfect comedic timing and exaggerated emotion, she turned every appearance into a standout moment. Estelle Harris passed away in 2022 at the age of 93 from natural causes, remembered for her unforgettable voice, larger-than-life personality, and lasting impact on television comedy. Barney Martin portrayed Morty Seinfeld, Jerry's practical and opinionated father, on Seinfeld, beginning the role in 1991 at the age of 65. With his dry humor, stubborn charm, and memorable debates over things like beltless trench coats, Martin brought a grounded warmth to the show's zany universe. His chemistry with Liz Sheridan as Helen Seinfeld created a lovable parental duo. Barney Martin passed away in 2005 at the age of 82 from cancer, remembered for his wit, charm, and the heart he brought to one of sitcom television's most iconic dads. Liz Sheridan portrayed Helen Seinfeld, Jerry's loving and protective mother, on Seinfeld, starting the role in 1990 at the age of 61. With her sweet yet firm personality, she brought warmth and humor to the series, often defending Jerry with the iconic line, "How could anyone not like him?" Her on-screen chemistry with Barney Martin made them one of TV's most memorable parental pairs. Liz Sheridan passed away in 2022 at the age of 93 from natural causes, remembered for her gentle presence and her lasting contribution to one of television's most beloved sitcoms. Len Leser portrayed Uncle Leo on Seinfeld, beginning the role in 1991 at the age of 69. As Jerry's overly enthusiastic and often inappropriate uncle, he became a fan favorite with his trademark greeting, "Jerry. Hello." Leser's comedic timing and expressive delivery turned Uncle Leo into one of the show's most memorable recurring characters. His exaggerated tales and constant need for attention added a unique layer of humor to the series. Len Leser passed away in 2011 at the age of 88 from cancer-related pneumonia, remembered for the joy and laughter he brought to audiences. Philip Baker Hall portrayed Lieutenant Joe Bookman, the no-nonsense library investigator, in a standout Seinfeld episode that aired in 1991, when Hall was 60 years old. Though appearing in just one episode, his intense, deadpan performance as the library cop became legendary among fans. With lines delivered like a gritty detective in a noir film, he turned a simple role into one of the show's most iconic guest appearances. Philip Baker Hall passed away in 2022 at the age of 90 due to complications from emphysema, leaving behind a legacy of powerful, memorable performances. Reese Santilli portrayed Poppy on Seinfeld, making his first appearance in 1994 at the age of 55. As the opinionated and often unsanitary restaurateur, Poppy became a memorable character through his clashes with Jerry over everything from hygiene to politics. Santoni's comedic delivery and expressive personality brought flair and unpredictability to the role. He appeared in several episodes, each time leaving a strong impression. Reese Santilli passed away in 2020 at the age of 81 after a long illness, remembered for his vibrant presence and scene-stealing performances. Richard Hurd portrayed Mr. Wilhelm on Seinfeld, beginning the role in 1995 at the age of 63. As George Costanza's quirky boss at the New York Yankees, Wilhelm's calm demeanor and oddball behavior provided a perfect contrast to George's neurotic energy. Hurd's subtle comedy and straight-faced delivery made the character a memorable part of the show's later seasons. Outside of Seinfeld, he had a long career in film and television. Richard Hurd passed away in 2020 at the age of 87 due to complications from cancer, remembered for his versatility and presence on screen. Ruth Cohen portrayed the cashier at Monk's Cafe on Seinfeld, appearing in over 100 episodes from 1991, when she was 59 years old. Though often in the background, her consistent presence behind the counter made her a familiar and comforting face in the show's central hangout spot. She holds the distinction of being one of the most frequently seen recurring characters on the series. Ruth Cohen passed away in 2008 at the age of 78 from a heart attack, remembered fondly by fans for her quiet but enduring role in the Seinfeld universe. Ian Abbercrombie portrayed Mr. Justin Pitt on Seinfeld, joining the show in 1994 at the age of 60. As Elaine's eccentric and demanding boss, Mr. Pitt became a standout character thanks to Abercrombie's refined delivery and quirky mannerisms, whether obsessing over socks or eating a Snickers bar with a knife and fork. His character added a touch of British formality and absurdity to the show's humor. Ian Abbercrombie passed away in 2012 at the age of 77 due to kidney failure, remembered for his elegance, wit, and scene-stealing comedic timing. Jerry Seinfeld portrayed a fictionalized version of himself in the legendary sitcom Seinfeld, which he co-created and debuted in 1989 at the age of 35. As a stand-up comic living in New York City, his character navigated everyday quirks and social absurdities with signature sarcasm and wit. Seinfeld's laid-back yet sharp performance helped shape the show's distinct comedic tone. Seinfeld became a cultural phenomenon, often hailed as one of the greatest TV comedies of all time. Now 70 years old, Jerry Seinfeld continues to perform stand-up, produce, and host comedians in cars getting coffee, maintaining his influence on comedy and television history. Julia Louis-Dreyfus portrayed Elaine Benes in Seinfeld, joining the show in 1990 at the age of 29. As the confident, quirky, and outspoken ex-girlfriend-turned-friend of Jerry, Louis-Dreyfus brought sharp comedic timing and physical humor to the role. Elaine became a fan-favorite character, known for her bold personality, iconic dance moves, and memorable catchphrases. Louis-Dreyfus' performance helped break new ground for women in sitcoms, earning her critical acclaim. Seinfeld catapulted her to stardom and marked the beginning of a celebrated career. Currently 63 years old, she is one of the most awarded comedic actresses in TV history, with Elaine as a defining role. Michael Richards portrayed Cosmo Kramer in Seinfeld, joining the show in 1989 at the age of 40. As Jerry's eccentric neighbor, Richards brought unmatched physical comedy, wild energy, and unpredictable charm to the role. Kramer's dramatic entrances, quirky schemes, and offbeat wisdom made him one of the most iconic sitcom characters of all time. Richards' performance earned him 3 Emmy Awards and widespread acclaim. His portrayal added a unique comedic spark that helped define the show's tone. Now 75 years old, Richards is remembered for creating one of television's most unforgettable and original characters through his work as Kramer. Jason Alexander portrayed George Costanza in Seinfeld, joining the show in 1989 at the age of 30. As Jerry's neurotic, insecure, and hilariously self-sabotaging best friend, Alexander brought brilliant comedic timing and physical expressiveness to the role. Inspired in part by co-creator Larry David, George's endless misadventures and moral failings made him one of television's most iconic and relatable characters. Alexander earned multiple Emmy and Golden Globe nominations for his performance. At the age of 65 years old, he continues to act on stage and screen, with George Costanza remaining a defining role in one of TV's most influential sitcoms. Wayne Knight portrayed Newman in Seinfeld, joining the show in 1992 at the age of 37. As Jerry's sneaky, spiteful neighbor and a postal worker with a flair for drama, Knight brought exaggerated energy and comedic brilliance to the role. His over-the-top rivalry with Jerry, signature entrance, "Hello, Newman," and oddball schemes made him one of the most beloved recurring characters on the show. Knight's performance turned Newman into a cultural icon of TV antagonists. Now 69 years old, he continues to act in television and film, with Newman remaining one of his most iconic and unforgettable roles. Thanks for watching. Whether you've seen every episode or just know the classic lines, Seinfeld is one of the most iconic comedies in television history. It's great to see how the cast has changed over the years, and to remember those we've lost along the way. If you enjoyed this tribute, be sure to like, subscribe, and share your favorite Seinfeld character or moment in the comments. Until next time, see you in the next video.